Y'all know at some point in time I was gonna do this because this is my favorite block. Favorite. Uh-oh. I haven't even really started yet and I'm already messing up. Let's try that again. Y'all know I had to do this at some point in time because this is my favorite block, the log cabin. And we're gonna be using the big boy to make it. And I am praying to the video gods that we don't have to do 4,000 takes. Well, let's get started and see. Before we get started this week, I figure it's time to meet the family. Now, here's my kids. Everybody knows Jack. He's the little rascal. Jack, the seam ripper. Yeah, he's the one that ran away from you week 1. But some of you might not know his wife, Stella, the stiletto. Yep, match made in heaven. They're complete opposites, because Stella brings things together and Jack just rips them apart. Well, that's why they go in opposite directions, but as you know, opposites attract. So that's Stella and Jack. Then let me introduce you to Woody. Woody the wood press. Now, he's one that's a little mellow. Yeah, he just presses things down for me. I like Woody, although he does roll around. Let me introduce you to the big guy. This is the Big Easy. Now, if you've seen the Kansas City Regional Quilt Festival haul video, you know that I just recently purchased this. So let's see how this Big Easy ruler works. I'm going to use one of these, I don't know what you call these, handle genie things, because this is a big guy. And, well, I'm gonna have trouble actually holding this down, so I'm gonna just stick this down there. Oh, darn, I put it on crooked. Wow, this thing is strong. Oh my God, how do I get this thing off? Boy, that thing was stuck on there. Eventually I did get it off, but, well, it took a while. So let's just fast forward a little bit and forget this embarrassment. So if you've never seen one of these things, or if you don't even know what it is, it's actually a handy tool to have, especially if you got wrist issues or if you have arthritis or just general problems with holding stuff with your hands. It's basically a handle, and I think the idea came about because these are the exact same handles that you can put in your bathtub to help you get up and get out. And you stick it onto your ruler. With these levers, you lock it down. And let me put it down for a second. And when you press these levers down, oh my gosh, I can't even get it off the table. And when you press these levers down, you know, it basically holds the ruler for you so that as you are cutting, you hold the handle and you press the handle down, and it helps to keep the ruler in place so that it's not shifting around. Again, very handy tool. You can usually find this at like your local craft store like Joann's, because even I have trouble holding a ruler down that's this large. I don't know what it's called though, so if anybody knows, I sort of lost the packaging, and oh my God, this thing is stuck. Wow, this thing has a lot of suction onto it. Okay, I got it off. Wonder what other things would get stuck on here. So let's get some fabric. I am going to choose this lovely purple fabric here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut 2.5-inch strips by width of fabric. I'm just going to cut 4 of them. That's probably going to be way too much. But, you know, the more the merrier. Now, I didn't iron this fabric, in which I really should have, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let's see. Dang, this ruler is bigger than the cutting mat. Okay, we'll line it up. It is convenient. I will say that, though. To just have a ruler this big. Squaring off the fabric and putting that in my save pile. Then we shall cut a 2.5 inch strip. So we're gonna flip this around. 2.5 inch strips. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna line that up. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do my first cut at 5, and then I'm gonna do a second cut at 2.5. Let's see, 5 inches. There we go. Now I move the ruler over and flip it around and do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's how we cut the fabric. Hold that down. Oh, I'm a little bit off. Just lining it up, and 2.5. Here we go. Oh, there we go. And I didn't get a string here. And I totally missed a whole section up there, but yeah, I totally miscut that. Take 2. Got it that time. Here we go. 4 2.5 inch strips by width of fabric. So we'll put this one away. I got some other background strips here that we can cut, or were already cut in my 2.5 strips bin. So now, the jury's still out on this big guy. I do like the size of it, but you know, it is, without this, it'll be hard to kind of maneuver around. So, I don't know. If you're gonna get this big ruler, I do suggest you get this handle, because, wow, that's not going anywhere. Why do I feel like I'm doing CPR with this thing? Do-doom, 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 do-doom. Yeah, I'm not giving you mouth to mouth. It's a good ruler though. I like the size of it. So I actually cut 4 of these 2.5 inch strips, when actually I only need 1, but I figure I cut the extra just in case I make another mistake. You know how I am. The measurements for this block, well, yeah, that was bad. Try again. We're gonna cut one of these strips into some smaller square. Oh, mistress of the 1/4 inch seam, please help me. What is wrong with me today? I can't talk. Now, I do have another strip, 2.5 inch strip that I have already cut, and I stored it in my 2.5 inch strip bin. And this will be the background now. So I got 2 of these. And in order to create this log cabin, I'm actually going to do a number of subcuts. I'm going to do 2 2.5 inch squares. I'm going to do 2 units of 2.5 by 4.5. Then 2 units of 2.5 by 6.5. Did I seriously say 6.5? What kind of measurement is that? Come on, Eric, let's get it together. Now, out of each of these strips, I'm going to subcut a few units out of this. So there's going to be a 2.5 inch square. Then we'll do a 2.5 by 4.5, and a 2.5 by 6.5, and then a 2.5 by 8.5 out of both of these. And I don't think we're going to need the full strip, but hey, at least I have extra. So let's get cutting. Yay, I got it! After 45 takes. Okay, let's bring out the little bit of a smaller ruler because I don't need that huge thing. Now this is a ruler that's kind of convenient. It's a 3.5 inch ruler by 24. And I like to use this when I cut strips of varying sizes. So I'm going to lay out one strip here. Whoops. No. I'm not thinking straight again. Why am I only cutting one strip when I actually have two of them to cut? Let's try that again. And I'm still not thinking straight. Come on, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Put one strip on top. No, no, no. One strip. Yeah, there you go. One strip on top of the other so you can cut both of them at the same time. Duh. At the top, and we're going to cut the selvages off. Flip it around. So then I measure. Whoops. I'm going to measure 2.5. And I will cut that. There's a 2.5. Then 4.5. One of each. 6.5. One of each. Then move it down, line it up again. Then we will do the 8.5. Okay. I'm actually going to flip this around because as I'm noticing, I didn't actually cut this fabric or cut this strip. There's a little bit of a bend here, so I'm actually going to just turn the fabric around, see if I can line it up just so I can get a better or a little bit more of a straight cut. I'll straighten up the edge here. And here we go with the 8.5. So 8.5. Lie that right there. Here we go, and cut it off. And there we go. So let's lay this block out. I'll grab my design board. So I have all the pieces. Let's lay this block out. And the log cabin is one of those strange blocks where it'll look really awkward at first, but when you sew it, or it looks like it won't go together because the seam allowance. But once you get the block all sewn, you'll see that it should perfectly fit together. So we'll start with a background, 2.5. I hope the camera can actually see that. And we'll go 2.5 background print or color print, 2.5 there, or 2.5 by 4.5, and then another 2.5 by 4.5. Then 2.5 by 6.5. 2.5 by 6.5. Then the 2.5 by 8.5. Then this strip, I got an extra 8.5 inch strip here. I'll save this for later because we won't need it. Oh, what am I saying? Yes, we do need that to complete the block, you idiot. Or maybe I can put it there. No, you're going to put it there. Well, I guess you're going to find out the hard way. Now, when we get this all sewn up, the block should measure 8.5 inches. Now, let's go to the sewing machine and let's start sewing. So I need my magical quilting potion to help me. Well, no wonder I kept messing up. I don't have my magic elixir. I better get some now. Here we go. Now we're ready. And I promise to the quilting 1/4 inch gods, this is just cranberry juice. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to first of all take the 2.5 inch squares, and we're going to sew this together, right sides together, So, and here we go. I'm pressing the seams. Well, this time I'm actually just going to press the seams over to one side. And this white square here is going to be my center. So I'm going to press the seams away from that white square, no matter where it is. So here we go. Hey, where'd the kids go? Jack's not here. Oh, I forgot. I left him at the cutting mat. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm a bad parent. I abandoned my children. Okay? I'm sorry, Woody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. This one was my fault. Actually, go back to sleep because I don't need you right now. Stella, I do need you. Okay? I'm sorry. Ow, just poked myself. Actually, I need Woody. Come here, Woody. So we're gonna press open. Put Woody back. Let me grab the design board so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna lay the block out like that. This white square is gonna be the center. Now I press the seam away from that white square onto this here. Now we add our 4.5 inch purple strip. We start sewing. We take a sip. Cheers. Okay, that's good. Now, this is what we got thus far. So we're going to build it and we're going to press the seam down toward the purple here. Okay? Woody, buddy, you're going to be working hard today. But Woody doesn't mind. Stay there, Woody. I'm going to need you later. Here's what we got now. So we got the white. That was the center. We sewed another 2.5 inch block there. Now we got the 4.5 inch. Then we sew the other 4.5 inch that's in the background color to the side there. Let's get that one on. Woody, here we go. I told you I was going to put you to work tonight. And we're pressing, we're pressing, we're pressing. Sort of. Now this looks a little bit strange, but when we start adding our other strips, it'll look fine. So now we're going to add the background strip again right here on the top. Gonna go like that. Then the final purple strip will go here. And we got our log cabin. A very small log cabin, but a log cabin. It's a studio. You know, these days, these modern log cabins, I mean, I was actually watching this TV show about modern log cabin houses, and they're pretty extravagant. I would love to actually just take a vacation and, you know, just live in one of those log cabins for a day or two. If y'all know somebody who owns a log cabin, let me know. I want to experience it. Okay, Woody, let's get to work again. Pressing it open, pressing the seams, press it open. That's a little bit off there, but we're not gonna worry about that because we're gonna hide it. Shh, it's a secret. Okay, shh. Now we sew on our last strip, but first we must drink our magic potion. Ooh. Now we sew. Okay, Woody, let's get to work again for the last time tonight. And we press, 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 press. Something looks off. I think it needs one more purple strip down here. So let's go cut that strip. I told you you were gonna need those 8.5-inch strips, but no. Well, it's a good thing you got extra strips. Yeah, that's it. That's it. See? It's a good thing I had my quilting potion because now that looks more like a log cabin block. Let's get sewing. Sorry, Woody. One last time. Once again, you have saved me. Thank you. Okay, Woody, let's get to work again. I'm sorry. I promise this is the last one. Ah, yeah. Bellissimo. Why am I talking Italian? I don't even know Italian. Now that is what I call a log cabin. Let's get this pressed down and let's add it to the collection. Whew. That always feels so good. Wouldn't it be funny if we actually had a quilter salon? I wonder what that would be like. Have lots of irons and give yourself a facial. Yeah, for $2.99. And what? Failure. Oh no, here we go again. Take two. So here it is. Simple, fast, quick, easy, but this is the log cabin. And I don't know what I'm saying right now. Subscribe to my channel for quick, easy, and fast. Oh, hello, quick and fast is the same thing, right? Don't fail me now. Quick. Really? That's the log cabin quilt. Hello, I didn't make a whole quilt. Take 894. Wait, what am I saying? Okay. Take 2,000. Oh, what the hell? I lost count already. Take 3,999. If I hit 4,000, just shoot me. Log cabin block. It's quick and easy, and it's my favorite block in the whole world. I hope you got something out of it. And if you like this video, consider subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications and when I upload my next video. And find me on Facebook and Instagram at Treasure Heart Creations. Well, I'll see you next week for the next block. Now go out and create something. The log cabin. No. Okay, take 4,000. If this isn't right, I quit.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.